40-volt system. First impressions, some comparisons with some other tools maybe. We're really planning on just showing you as much Makita as we can, and then we can compare it to other things. This is my hope. This feels fairly compact, so for how many volts it is, it's kind of impressive they made it this small. But it is pretty small. So that's my hand there. It's touching the base down here. This is the Milwaukee. Got a little bit more room down there, obviously. So they did make it very compact for how many volts it has. Let's see how much power it's got. Now, it's been a long time since I've been back into the Makita platform. We started with Makita years ago before Milwaukee came out with their 18-volt stuff. And we sold all the Makita stuff and went straight for the Milwaukee stuff after doing some research on the batteries. So we knew it was going to be that much better. Let's just see what it's got, because it's interesting. And I want it to be good. I like tools. I like new tools. And I'm kind of excited to try it out. I know I'm not supposed to like Makita for whatever reason. I haven't really followed that bandwagon too much. I don't really hate Makita. I don't think it's for a particular individual. It's just a tool. But Makita's got some really nice features that other tools don't. For example, this clear plastic portion right here. If you're ever working outside and it's like 100 degrees outside, you're going to appreciate this clear plastic because this doesn't burn you while you're working. So there's a lot of benefits that these guys do that other companies don't do. If this does not have a quick insert chuck, though, I'm not going to know what to think, because what kind of was a huge put off was whenever they came out with their 12-volt system. After everyone else came out with their 12-volt system, and they're known for their ergonomics, keep the receipt. And then they didn't have a quick insert collet on their 12-volt, which was just unforgivable. So hopefully this turns out good. Here we go. So you got to keep it like this. We're going to drive a couple of these down here if we can, straight through. I got a speed bore here. And the reason why we're using a speed bore is because they use a lot more torque than most bits. If you use a spider, the hole is done so quick that you can't even appreciate whether the tool is actually good or not. So we're using something that's going to drive a little bit slower so we can actually get a good comparison. Hold that here. Okay, so you can back up right. Can you see my face? Face? Yeah? Cool. You can come a little bit closer and move it back up. Alright, so this is fully charged. It's okay. One thing that was interesting, this battery actually came with 0 bars on it, which I don't think I've ever seen a battery package with 0 bars. I've seen 1 bar, never 0, but well, there's a lot of air moving out of that. Like a lot of air. Let me show you much air. That's actually pretty impressive. You can see it blow my shirt. I wish you knew how much wind that is, because it's a lot of wind. It's actually pretty impressive. No one ever talks about features like this. This is going to cool off really nicely. So it's got equal cooling. Let's do a lag here. Hang on a second. Oh, I thought I had a 3/8 lag, but I don't. 5. 5/16. I need a 3/8 for this. A little bit underprepared. Let's go with the speed board for now while I think about where that 3/8 is. Got a new toy today. There's a 1-inch speed bore. We're going to go horizontally here. Go side by side. There you go. A little lower. Right about there. It's 3. This is why we're using speed boards, because they're terrible. I think we're actually going to put this on the top. I'm trying to think where that 3/8 is. Here we go. What settings do we have to play with? So we are, that's auto. So that was off. That's speed 1. Yeah, we were in the max setting. 2, 3, 1 and 4, whatever that is. That's the setting we were in. It's got a lot of buttons. Yeah, we're in the max setting. Let's compare it. Quick insert, call it. About the same. One more. It's really fast. I'm not going to be able to see on camera, but it feels really fast. Huh. Let me grab a 3/8. I think where one is. That looks like a 3/8. Is it a 3/8? That's 5/16. Why don't I know where a 3/8 is? This will work.
Dad.
Yep.
Someone said screwdriver holder.
Screwdriver holder, yeah, maybe. I still gotta buy more accessories, man. I still haven't rebought everything from the hazard we had.
Should I film you cutting that?
So in case you didn't know, we've got screws here and they're measured already. That way I can put this here. Come on. There we go. Okay. There we go. Get a little warm. Still got 4 bars. I'm not doing that. This is more for my curiosity. I would like to see. I'd like to see the drill. Just gonna twist forever. Hang on. I got a weird twist to it. I know you guys see that. It's not supposed to make that noise. And I'm not that strong. But it just... What the heck, man? What do you guys think about that? Is that something that should happen? Here, you grab that. You're a child. Turn that with your hand. Spin it.
Wait,
Other way. Go, pull it. No, yes. Keep doing that until it's...
super sweaty.
It's hard. Try it. Go. Spin it. Does it feel like it moves?
Yeah.
Wrong way.
It feels like it's
Look,
gonna
stop
move.
turning it this way. Only turn it that way.
It feels like it's gonna move.
Just let it spin like that. Can you turn it?
My hands are too sweaty.
It's okay.
Nope.
I don't know how I feel about that. Okay. Let's see what settings we have here. Why don't we have... Is there a button I gotta push on this or what, guys? What am I missing? Do I...
HD open till 10. You can return tonight.
What am I missing here, guys? Is there a button here? Did somebody return this and that's why it does this? I don't know. Oh, there we go. Okay, so okay. Pull the trigger to turn it on and then we can... Oh. No, I thought, I don't know.
Change the clutch up to
Oh, that's the clutch settings.
Up top to screw.
Okay, so it's on screw. Oh, this thing's just too smart for me. I see. Okay. I see. Okay, so that's the clutch settings. They're digital. That's kind of cool. Can you see the clutch settings? So it's digital clutch settings. And then you can lock it. So that's a lock button. At least I thought it was. Yes, that is a lock button. Okay, cool. So we don't want clutch. If we do hammer drill, that does not sound good. That sounds good. Man, that sounds grainy. That sounds better. Interesting. Okay, so got a lot of. Check this out. A lot of wind.
How did that?
Okay, that's speed 1. That's speed 2, and then the settings don't matter. So we have this on the max setting. That's all I was trying to find. So we're in the max setting. How fast is this? Ooh, it's got some torque. Okay. Can we sync it? Can we sync this in speed 2? No, sorry. That was pretty quick. That's nice. Speed 2. That might leave the wood. Let's see. I stopped because I really don't want to hit my clamp, guys. You know, it's got enough power for like just anything you want to throw at it. That hit another hole. Let's do this. Perfect. Okay. It did struggle with that, by the way. We're going in here. Screw right there. Here we go. That's my fault. Here we go. Oh, okay. Got to stabilize. Yeah. Doesn't even need speed 1. It's smooth. I don't know about the chuck thing where I can rotate it. Hammer drill sounds nice. Clutch settings are kind of cool. I kind of like the digital clutch on it. Is that going to be hot? Yes, that's going to be hot. Okay, so clutch setting. It's 1. Well, that wasn't. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there's no slip. It's all digital, kind of like the Milwaukee, where it just stops. Personally, I kind of like the mechanical feel to a clutch, just being used to it. I'm just more used to it doing that. But it's cool if it cuts out. Yeah. I'll have to play with screws with this, but I don't know, it's really smooth. I think it is heavier than the Flex though, in a different way. It's Flex seems like it's more front heavy. This feels like it's kind of more heavy back here. So using the Flex just kind of naturally wants to allow you to do work. And this feels like you're kind of holding it up more while you're trying to do the work. When you put it like this, you're still having to carry it, and it's just heavy in a different spot. But they're really close to the same weight.
Put them on a scale.
I don't have a scale.
No.
No scale.
We have one in our bathroom.
It's too small.
Oh.
Or we're too. It's too big.
Oh.
Let's close this. That went in a different hole. We need a new piece of wood. We need a new piece of wood. What we need. It's definitely not as fast as the Milwaukee. I don't think anything's faster than the Milwaukee anyway. They seem nice though. For the money they are now, they're good. At $500 though, no way. $450 for this kit, no way. I kind of feel anything bigger than 20 volt on a drill or impact driver is ridiculous. Heavy and big, it's like an M18 12 on an impact driver. Right, exactly. I'm just surprised how small the handle is because I don't have huge hands. Here, grab this. Grab this handle. That's a 9-year-old's hands. Here, now grab this one so they can see. Now grab the other one. Now grab that one. Okay. I just don't understand the whole new platform. Why not go the flex volt route DeWalt did? I really don't know why they went with 40. Maybe they planned on doing bigger tools, kind of like Milwaukee, with their, I don't even know what it's called. The 56 stuff. The huge batteries. Maybe they thought they were going to make like giant tools. They're going to get a bunch of sales and they're going to do something else. I think they're in that weird time where brushless technology caught up with not needing more voltage for batteries. And then the gains were negligible. They probably started doing the 40 volt stuff as Milwaukee stuff was kind of taken off. And then brushless motors made it not even that much more of a difference. Yeah, $250 out the door. On sale, I guess, but $450 worth of power? No, probably not $450 worth of power. Definitely not. Is it broken? I think it is. The chuck just forever spins, so that's interesting. I don't know. I kind of thought it was going to be different. How much battery does it have? I think it's efficient. For how many volts they are, I mean, the tools aren't huge. They're really not. The tools are tiny. Hold on.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Flex is heavier, bigger, and bulkier in every way. I think it's a little bit faster, but the impact is nice for small hands. I don't know how much I enjoy that touching the bottom of my hand. You can grab the edge of my thumb goes all the way to the cuticle here. You can see, was I squeezing the trigger? Yeah, squeezing the trigger, thumb to cuticle, squeezing the trigger. It's about the same there. A little bit bigger. Just not that much length. I think they tried to make it compact to make it feel smaller because I guess the batteries are so tall. Because this is a 40 volt battery. That's a 6. Let me go grab another battery. It's still a little bit smaller than that. This is a 2.5 though. Go overhead. So these aren't stacked lithium. So maybe if they go stacked lithium, they could make this a little bit shorter. They could get that small feel back, but I don't know if these are that much better than their 18 volt line. They have enough power to do anything you want to do though. And I think the price is great at $250. You get 2 batteries. And the drill in speed 2. The drill in speed 2 will sink that. So I don't think there's a power issue. It's just price to performance at that point. That's what I'm kind of thinking, Paul. I don't know if I need my hand resting on that all day. It's a little bit warmer than the regular air. And that extra breathing space, I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to sound like too nitpicky. But since you're bringing it up, the bottom of my hand is cooler, which is kind of a minor gripe. I didn't really want to mention it. But it is a factor. It's a tiny tool. I do like the plastic on these though, because these things get warm when you're using them in the sun. Especially this guy. This guy gets real warm. Where's the triple hammer? Let me see if my triple hammer's in here. Here's the drill. Found the DeWalt set I was looking for earlier. Can't find anything right now. Huh. I don't know. KJ Williams, will the drill do a 2 9/16 spit on speed 2, do you think? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. It'll drive this. It had trouble pulling it out, so we've got one more here. We got one right here that we can pull out of there. On speed 2, it kind of hangs up while it's trying to pull it out. Let's see here. Hold this, please. Yeah. I'd have to compare it to something to know what it can do. So let's do it on the Flex. With a smaller battery.
Throw them.
We'll go with a smaller battery here. And so we are on turbo, speed 2, in drill. That's speed 1, that's speed 2. So this should be the least amount of torque this thing can handle. And it just rips it out of there. If I was to put this here, turbo, speed 2, all that stuff. Okay. Like, oh, it even spun. I have to let it go. That's kind of cool. Let's see what it's got pulling it out. That's unforgivable. I don't know what's going on with that. But I don't know. That's interesting. There we go. Okay. Let's see what it's got. Yeah, it pulls it out. I'm going to go one more. Then we hit that screw. I don't know, there's probably not too much that it can't do. It's a 1-inch bit. Let's do this. That's dangerous. Here. Let me grab something here. Speed 2. We're gonna go back here. Here we go. No problem. I don't know if I have a bigger bit. We can compare it. We'll leave it in turbo. It's easy to switch as well. It's really smooth. It's a smooth drill. I'm trying to see how much I can do to get one battery down. It still has all 4 bars. I mean, that's kind of impressive. It's easy to accidentally switch modes. Oh, there you go. Hit a knot. Didn't like that. It does not like that knot at all.
Paul wants to know, is it a keep or a return?
I don't know. It hit a knot, man. It doesn't like that at all. I'm going to try one more time. I don't see anything. There's nothing metal in there. There is no metal. It's just a knot. Interesting. It does not like that spot. Let's see if another drill can do it. No. It's a nice piece of wood, though. Is it a keep or return? It's very efficient, guys. It might be a keep.
It turned off.
It might be a keep. It's very efficient. I mean, that's really impressive. I'm gonna do more with it till I drop a bar. The chuck thing is kind of bothering me a little bit. Because it shouldn't do that, but I'm not going to find another one. Because they're kind of hard to find. I want to play with the clutch settings at some point.
Somebody said keep, and somebody else said for a 2.5, that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. It's very efficient. I don't think Flex is this efficient. It's so smooth, man. It really is. It's a very smooth tool. Right on the knot. Here we go. Okay, that's what I want to see. Let's bog it down. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if I can bog it down again over here. That could have been me. I don't know.
Paul said 40 volt uses less amps for the work. It's not surprising. It's full bars still.
Ow. Ow! Chuck's kind of being weird. Here we go. Yeah. Everything's heating up just a little bit. Can you please grab the bit? Is there a screw in there? No screw. That might have been a screw. Of course that was a screw. Now my bit's gonna be toast. Yeah. That's what happens when you don't carefully check. You end up hitting a screw and then your bit's toast.
Chuck broke already or user error?
I don't know yet. It did release it, but I didn't really give it a good turn. But also I can't give it a good turn because it just spins. Like it just spins. I don't know how else to tell you. Watch. See that there? It's fully closed. It just spins and clicks. And now we're back to the top. Back to the top. It just
looks like if you don't have big limits like soles, you can use Makita.
Yeah, we finally managed to drop it a bar, but it took a lot. For a 2.5, it does a lot of work. Which is good news, because when the flex is this big, I don't like any of the battery except for the 2.5s or the 3.5s for the flex. So, you know, it's really not bad. I see why people like it. My Chuck has a thing where it just spins forever. So that's a thing. I don't know what's up with that. New out of the box. And it's definitely very small. But no, I think I'm going to keep it. I like it. It's smooth. It's very smooth. It's incredibly smooth. I don't even know how to tell you how smooth this is. It almost feels like a Metabo. That's how smooth it is. This does not feel smooth at all. This feels like it has a ton of power, but it lacks finesse. This feels like it has enough power. You can just hear the difference. Very, very smooth. Kind of heavy, but you know what? For me, drills don't really matter for weight because usually I'm drilling like this, so the weight doesn't really bother me at all. And then the clutch thing is kind of cool with the being digital. And then I like that the digital pisses off. Once you switch it to drill mode, there's no more stupid electronics. That's probably one of the better features. You can see the torque. It's pretty torquey. I don't know. I thought I was going to hate it. I give it a 8.7. I think. And I don't think I found a 10 yet. I think my best drill is probably a 9.6 would be the Milwaukee. And then the flex would be like a 9.5 just because it's so freaking heavy. But as far as like how much power it has, it definitely doesn't have as much power as the other ones. But I don't think you need all the power in the world. After a certain point, once you're slamming 1-inch bits into wood as fast as you can, back to back to back to back to back, which is just really unrealistic, I think it's fine. And then if I wait long enough, I think this might gain another bar of battery. If it sits long enough, it might. Because it took a long time to get that down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 plus... 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Then we drove about probably eight of these. And then we bogged it down on knots quite a few times and held the trigger while the motor wasn't spinning. I don't know, it's pretty good. It's honestly, it's actually pretty good. Yeah, electric drill without electronics is a thing. I appreciate that it doesn't have the electronics when you switch to drill and hammer. Cause some of their stuff does, man. I've got one of their hybrid drills that gets kind of crazy. This has a lot of settings on it. I don't care for all the settings on really anything, but I don't know. Is that wrong? It's pretty big and heavy. It really is. It's pretty big and heavy. It's very much like the Flex. So there you go. I kind of like it. I'm going to charge the other one. And then we'll see. Only setting I change is if I use a hammer drill. Otherwise, it's wide open. Yeah, exactly. Todd says, seems like they're limiting the max red lining for tool longevity or limiting the max power. They are very smooth. Pretty much like all their tools are. I mean, all their tools are really smooth. This right here, though, is a really underrated feature. That plastic on the front. They're, trying to think what it was. XGT 1.6. Their XGT 1.6 has that. I like it a lot. I like their XGT. Their XGT 1.6 is about as good as what the DeWalt is. Which doesn't say much because DeWalt doesn't make a really good impact for speed. But this is a 40 volt tool and it's smaller than their 18 volt. Keeping torque and speed down is for guys with weak wrist, limp almost. There's settings for it if you need to tone it down. I usually run them wide open. I don't play with any of these settings. Their JDM XLT model with the Halo is no joke. Not even comparable. Its smoothness to any other impact driver I've ever touched. Does it have the plastic on the top? Does it have that? I like the plastic. Oh, there it is. I was looking for this. Another really nice tool. If I had to compare it, man, I would say it's very similar to the Metabos. This is very much like a Metabo. You see, Metabo's got a little bit more room for you, where you're not touching. I don't know. It's really smooth. I see why people like them. Definitely not worth the price tag of... Where's the box at? There's the box. I'll show you the box. So we got this for 250 bucks out the door. Yeah, I know, it's blasphemy. Definitely not worth that price. Yeah, it's the yellow one. Or the purple one. I know which one you're talking about. Okay, that's all I got. I just wanted to mess with the tools for a little bit. I don't know how I feel about it. If this didn't spin, like I can rotate this, and it's tight. You can see where it's just spinning. But it's still tight. If this didn't rotate, this would be probably more enjoyable than, I don't know. I'd probably use this at my house, man. I probably would. I would probably use this before I grabbed this. Or maybe the Milwaukee. It's a really good feeling drill. I just don't, I don't know. I don't know, somebody returned it. Why does it do that? It's pretty upsetting. You can currently hack the M18 fuel set for $265, I believe. This is $250. Which would you recommend? Ooh. Probably the fuel set, just because we know that I know that they stand up to the abuse and stuff, and you get the most power. The fuel is a great set. I'm looking for the impact right now. But I can see why people defend it, because everyone defends the Makita stuff. It's a tiny impact, guys. It really is. For 40 volts, it's a tiny impact. You would think that it would have a little bit more power for 40 volts, so that's kind of going against them. One-handed. I gotta put the camera down. I gotta put the camera down. Milwaukee's got the edge, but not by much. It's got it in power. It's got it in space. So the impact is probably, the impact's way better than this impact. And that's probably what's going to decide it for me. With how much torque this thing has, it's almost too small. This is a really compact drill for how much power it has. And then this thing just feels like a tool that I like to grab. It's large. Kind of like the Flex. It's very similar to the Flex, the way the Flex grabs. But hands down, if you had to choose, go Milwaukee. Yeah, I appreciate it, Todd. I also did it for me, man, just to know. what's out there. You know, if it wasn't on sale, I wouldn't even tried to get it. Why would anyone return tools? Says guys who's on their first name basis with people at Lowe's return desk. We'll see you later, Paul. All right. Well, that's all I got. We'll see you guys later.